So we're at Mystery Badger Villa, part 7. Last time we checked, last time we checked, Patsy was eavesdropping on our conversation with, shit. 28. Okay, so this is Mystery Badger Villa, part 7, I believe. Last time we were here, we were having a conversation with Sherry about Carl, and Patsy was doing a little bit of eavesdropping. So, let's see. And of course, she denies it, said that she was looking for Dex. But why would Dex be here when usually they're at the row house together? So why would he be back here? I don't know. I thought maybe he came back here to see you. Lies, of course. Oh, you were listening at the door. No, I wasn't. You was. We saw you. Don't be so nosy and go back to your table. Patsy, what goes on between me and Carl is none of your business. Obviously. There's something going on here, and I want to know what it is. Everyone thinks I'm just some invisible person that they can ignore. It's not that serious. You're not that easy to ignore, Patsy, but you need to mind your own business. She acts like she's invisible, but she constantly inserts herself into the conversation. Or says some sly ass shit. I know more than you think, and if you don't want me to tell what? Don't threaten me, Patsy. What do you know? You'll be sorry. The fuck do you know? No, you'll be sorry because I'll tell your mother the truth about who you were with the other night. Yes, she was out with Dex. I'm leaving, and Sherry, you better be nice to me and leave Dex alone too. She's interested in James, but James is suspicious now, so I call her listen at the pantry door. I just hope she doesn't go telling James what she heard. I wonder if it's been Patsy playing dirty tricks on me. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't think so, Carl. Patsy is just hard to take most of the time, but she's harmless. She's just an angry kid. I agree, but I don't think he would actually do anything. It's James that makes me suspicious. I'm looking forward to dinner tonight. Yeah. Okay. Lili, are you settled into your new apartment? As much as I want to be, I like something better. But I need to save up some money first. It's not much of an apartment, but at least it's furnished. Well, yeah, that's true. Good luck with the savings since we don't get paid much, and the tips are pretty scarce. I've been wondering about the guy who lived in my apartment. You helped Scrimply clean out the place. I remember that's where you were the night I came to Badger Street. Was there a lot of stuff to move out? There wasn't much to take out at all, just a couple of suitcases. Did you go through them with Scrimply? He went through most of it before I got there. He said there wasn't anything of any value in them. I saw a couple clothes, of course found that box, but it was empty. You saw it yourself. You said Scrimply was going to take it all out to the shed before the lucky ticket. Well, behind the lucky ticket. He said he has to keep it in case someone comes forward to claim it. Took it down the shed the other night. Why do you care? I don't. I was just wondering. After all, I'm living in his apartment. True. James, I wanted to be straight with you. I know you are interested in Sherry. Yes, I like Sherry. Why did you ask me out? I just thought it would be nice to... I would be nice to you. I guess you want to get to know Lili. You could have just bought me a coffee or helped me out during breakfast rush, or even taken out the trash for me. But asking for dinner seems more like a date. Sure. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be a date. I know, so why do you ask me for dinner? Get to know you, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake. I hope you enjoyed the dinner, though. I'll get the check. Check. I told Carl I will get back to Top Hat in good time. Your phone is ringing again. You should answer it. Maybe it's important. Excuse me for a minute. He left his wallet on the table. I could open it, but by accident. His employee card says he's a security specialist for a computer company. He's coming back already. I wonder if he saw me open his wallet. I'll go pay the check. Carl will wonder what I've done with you. Here you are. Do you want me to go in with you? No, the light is on. Carl is, he's inside. Good night then. We'll have to do this again sometime. Maybe Sherry will join us next time. I don't think he'll be doing this again anytime soon. I think he saw me looking at his wallet, but he didn't say anything. Carl, where is he? There was someone at the window. It could have been James. I saw him go down the street. Sherry is right. This whole thing with Teddy Drake is making me paranoid. Carl must be out back. I can hear him talking to someone. He's arguing with Miss Scrimpy out in the alley. I need a bit more time. I'll get it for you. I'm not a very patient woman, Carl. You're going to have to sell anyway. If you accept my offer before you go bankrupt, you'll walk away with more money. I told you I won't sell the top hat. You won't have a choice. I'll give you 3 months. If you don't pay me back by then, I'll take you to court. Carl, what's happening? I heard Miss Grimpley outside. She's gone now. She just went steaming down the alley. Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. I swear I saw someone at the front window, but it was just a shadow. No, I saw someone. So I went all around the building. I didn't see anyone. Whoever it was is gone. It was probably just someone walking by, since it isn't too late. I know I'm just getting paranoid, but I swear someone has been watching me. I'm gonna walk you to your door tonight, whether you want the company or not. Let's get to work and find some extra money. I was Miss Grimpley yelling at you. What does she mean about paying her back? A couple months ago I was desperate. I didn't think I could make payroll and I couldn't let Sherry down. The bank wouldn't extend my line of credit. Oh. Miss Grimpley offered me a loan. She was so nice and understanding. But you must have known what she was like. Of course I did. I didn't trust her for a second, but I was desperate. I thought I could pay her back in a hurry and it would be all good. Well, that's the way it is then. We need to make enough money to get the Scrimpies off your case. There's no way they are going to take the top hat away from you. Thanks, Lili. You have no idea how good it is to have someone on my side. Sherry's on your side too, and so is Dex. You have a lot of good friends. I know they'll do whatever they can to save the top hat. I know, but it's different with you. It's different with you too, Carl. Now let's get back to work. Ooh, I'm seeing a love interest. Lately I've been making a lot of profit. Well, a lot more profit. I can almost pay her back. We can still find a lot of potential for some profit. What about your costs? Can you get any discounts? Well, look at the time. We gotta quit for tonight. And I'm gonna take you home. What did James have to say at dinner? I like your fit. He's so secretive, but it wasn't a complete waste of time. He left his wallet sitting on the table when he went to answer his phone. I left it open since I was just sitting there. He's James, a security specialist for a computer company. So my question is, why is he serving coffee at the top hat? I mean, when you work at a computer company, doing security, you usually make a lot of money, so maybe he's doing some kind of investigation. Of what? Well, let's say Drake was going to do something with computers. And even if he was, why would James be lurking around now? He asked me a lot of questions about Teddy in the apartment. Don't tell him anything. Be careful, Lili. I don't want you to go out with him again. And we should try to convince Sherry to be more careful. I'm not afraid of him, and Sherry is determined to be in love with him. It's not that I think he's a threat to anyone, it's just that I've started to really like... Ooh. Now that I think of it, you haven't insulted me in days. I know you're not looking for another serious relationship, but maybe one of these nights we could go out for dinner. Oh, so he likes you. Girl, that would be really nice. Who's this guy? Lilli, Oliver, you almost scared me to death. What are you doing here? Who's Oliver? What is that guy doing here? That's none of your business. Wait. I still don't know who this is. Oh, who is this? This is Oliver, my ex. He was just leaving. Oh, that's the ex. What do you want? I'm here to make sure Lili gets into her apartment without a problem. Carl, please go home. I can deal with this myself, please. Oliver and I need to have a few words anyway. I'll go, but only because Sherry is in the apartment. We are a couple. I can't be concerned if I want. No. Ex. We were a couple. And following me around to scare me is not concern. It's called stalking. You made your point. Pack up your things and we can go home. No. My point? What are you talking about? You wanted to make me feel guilty and move to the worst place you could find. It worked. I feel guilty. Now let's go home. Called moving on, not making you feel guilty. You are some piece of work, Oliver. I like it here. I started a new life with good people. Better than you could ever be. Lili, just come back. We can work this out. I promise I'll do whatever you want. And by the way, have you been following me around lately? I just wanted to know how you were doing. You don't even have our picture anymore. So he was the one that was outside the window at the top half. It was you snooping around in my room. I didn't break in or anything. The door wasn't even locked. I went in because I wanted to leave you a note. Then I heard someone else in the hall, so I left. You were so mad when you left. I didn't know how to approach you, so I was kind of hanging around waiting for a good time to get to you to talk to me. It's your fault. If you answered my calls, I wouldn't have to sneak around looking for you. So you gonna blame someone for you stalking. That makes sense. Oliver, why are you here? I'm sorry. I want things to be like how they were before. You mean before you cheated on me? Not once, but at least twice that I know of. Cheating isn't a mistake, it's a purposeful action. So, just come back. No, when you cheat, it's purposeful action, meaning you don't care for the person emotionally, mentally, or physically, so why should they stay with you? Oliver, we can't pretend none of this happened. You were together for 3 years. Doesn't that count for anything? Doesn't the cheating count for something? 3 years of Lili doing everything right, pleasing everyone at work, pretending everything was fine. My whole life organized in pretty little boxes. I'm changing my life now, Oliver. I have a list of things I'm working on. It's a long list, but you are not on it. Just go away, Oliver. You're making my head hurt. Please just think about it. Promise you'll call me. No. Promise you'll stop sneaking around and constantly calling me, and I'll think about it. Now go home and leave me alone. What's going on out here? I heard yelling. That was Oliver, my ex. He just went storming off. He was in the hallway when I got home. He nearly scared me half to death. Are you alright? I'm fine. Oliver is frustrating, but he's harmless. He wants me to give him another chance. I thought he was cheating on you. He was, and to be honest, sometimes I think I still miss him. Isn't that crazy? Not at all. Let's get inside and I'll make you some tea. I'll have to pull out the really strong tea for tonight. Sherry, what would I do without you? What did you find out at your dinner with James? Nothing. Well, almost nothing. He's really good at talking a lot and saying nothing. I did find out he's actually a security specialist for a big computer company. I saw his business card. Why wouldn't he just tell us the truth? He has something to hide? We still don't know why he's here. He hasn't told you anything. You've been going out with him. We talk about all kinds of things, and he's so open and honest, but when it comes to his past or anything to do with ending up on Badger Street, he just talks in circles and says nothing. He must have reasons. The dinner was a waste of time and his money. At least he paid. Why do you dislike him so much? He seems to have a sneaky, lying personality. I just don't like him. That's harsh, Lili. He hasn't actually lied about anything. He's just not, giving us all information about him, which is fine. We, don't have a right to know every little thing about him. You're right, Sherry. He probably hasn't lied. He's just left out pretty much everything. That's not the same thing anyway. He's a Gemini. Being mysterious is in his nature. I give up on you, Sherry. You are just too determined to like that man. Don't keep your eyes close to reality, and you'll find yourself sitting alone, broken, homeless, repeating, I didn't see that one coming over and over. You're talking to the expert on that one. I'll be fine. I know what I'm doing. I can see I'm going to have to learn a lot more than aromatherapy to help you let go of that anger. You're a tough practice client. Sorry, I'll try to be a better client. I hope you're right about James. I really do. Morning, Carl. You see the time? I'm here earlier today. Meet me in the pantry. Oh. What's this all about? Last night after you left, I hung out in front of the lucky ticket to make sure your ex went on his way. I saw him get into his car, then I started to walk home. I heard something in the alley behind the store. It was really dark, but I saw someone trying to break into the storage shed. Carl, why did you go into the alley? You could have been beaten up or worse. Anyway, I yelled at the guy and went running off. Did you see who it was? It was too dark. I went over to the shed and found a crowbar on the ground. Carl, don't ever do that again. It's too dangerous to go into dark alleys in this neighborhood. I feel like it's too dangerous in general to go in a dark alley. Did you tell James that Scrimpy put Teddy's suitcases in the shed? I did mention it last night at dinner. Do you think it could have been James in the alley? Yeah. I don't know what to think. What a busy morning. Carl, where were you last night? Carl, don't start anything. Lili and I went to dinner, you know that. I mean, after dinner, where were you? Why are you so upset? I brought her right to the door, then I went home. You weren't looking around the back alley behind the lucky ticket trying to get into the shed. Why are you talking about, Carl? Well, look, I know you've been under a lot of stress lately, but don't start accusing me of stupid things. Why would I break into a shed? Just wondering, someone tried to break into the shed last night. It wasn't me. Carl, that's not fair. Come on, James, let's go to the front and get to work. What are you trying to do? You can't just accuse him like that. I wanted to see his reaction. Who do you think you are, a psychiatrist? Just don't say another word to him. Let's go back and have a look around the shed in the daylight. Find and hit the objects. Okay, so we're doing this again. Okay, let's see. Shovel. Yeah. See. Crowbar. Yes. Tent. Yes. Bird. Chair. You need a skateboard? Yes. Sandal? Yes. I don't see a chair. Cell phone? Yes. Ladder? Yes. Arrow? Not seeing an arrow. Moon? Y'all, chair 8. The 8. No, it's an arrow and a chair. Chair. Hella far, but okay. That's not an arrow. An arrow? No. Just a cat. I feel like it's right in front of me, but I don't quite see it. Oh. Okay. Alright, so this alley is such a mess. I found the phone. Do you think it belongs to James? Yeah, I bet it does. Carl just came out and accused James of trying to break into the shed. What an idiot. It was totally unreasonable, but you have to admit that James is keeping a lot of secrets. Why are you so sure he's a nice guy? He's definitely a mystery, but still they agree with me. He's a good guy. I just don't see it. He's suddenly paying attention to me, and I don't know what that's all about. He's just trying to get more information from you about the old man. Anyway, he's been calling me every night. He won't be calling you anytime soon because I think Carl and I found his cell phone by the shed. He has some kind of connection to Teddy, I'm sure of it. Do you think he's just a player? You have a point. I think he's being a jerk, but he's definitely not a player. I'll find out eventually since I'm going to marry him someday. You gotta be kidding, Cherry. Sometimes I think you live in a completely different world than the rest of us. Well, it's about that time anyway, so I'll just, I guess, leave it here. But, yeah, this is Mystery of Badger Villa, part 7, and, yeah, I will see y'all in the next one.